Okay, so welcome back. I'm back here with Alex again, and we're talking about how people have gone through the conditioning of going through school, education, getting a job and working forever. Sadly, there's no jobs for life anymore. There's no safe, secure job. So people will go into this illusion that they're in a safe, secure job. So as soon as they leave school, they get a house, they get a car. They're trying to impress other people, buying things they don't want with money they don't have, and it's just an ever decreasing circle. Sadly, 10, 15 years down the line, when they get made redundant for the first time, the house is getting repossessed and everything comes unstuck as well. So I'm all about now getting systems working for me and getting money coming in, which I know you're doing exactly the same thing. And as a result of this, we're taking control of our own life as well. Now, as far as the whole old idea of working so hard for 40 years and then having the best time of your life when you retire, when you're too old to do anything about it, forget that. Listen, I retired last week, and then I'm back to work again this week, and then next week I'm going to retire again, and that's what I do. I have a series of mini retirements, and life's pretty good now, and I know you're doing a lot of traveling as well now, so it's well worth investing in the education to learn how you can escape that rat race, because it's a much better way of living. Would you agree?
Yeah, I absolutely agree with this. And you have two options right now to fight against the flow or to join the trend. And if everything is moving in online, everything is based on performance and quality, why should you choose to fight against this? Sooner or later, the robots will come. Sooner or later, somebody will gonna take over the company. Sooner or later, a better idea will be out there, and you're gonna be shut down. Why don't you jump in and go with the trend? Right now, I think in the last 50 years, it's to work for somebody is pretty dangerous. Another aspect that I can understand is the security that you are seeing. Actually, it's not security, it's the comfort zone. Instead of going out there to create something with your hands, we prefer to go to the job. It doesn't matter what I'm doing, somebody is gonna pay me. The danger is that you became a domestic pet. You lose your hunter skills, and later on, when you're gonna be in the position to hunt again, will be much tougher. So we are living in a very interesting times, and I think now it's full of opportunities. Just to get out of the comfort zone, get out of what you saw around you, and take action.
Yeah, I would totally agree. I mean, it is a very different age, and as we moved over from the industrial age, which was very much about exchanging your time for money, and we're moving firmly into the information age. And they say in the information age, knowledge is money. It's not knowledge is power anymore. Knowledge is money. And with your knowledge, you can get paid. People will pay you big money to learn what it is that you know. I mean, if you've found a way to make life-changing money, if you're living a lifestyle that most people didn't think was possible, a lot of poor mindset people would look at that and think, well, it's okay for him, it's okay for her, they got lucky, or they were in the right place at the right time. It's never the case. People that you see with an overnight success are probably 15, 20, 25 years in the making, and myself included. I've been through a lot of challenges over my life trying to make things work, and it's with the right education, training, support and help of the mentors and people who tell me what I need to do, and that's when my life's changed now. So they say one of the greatest enemies to a great life is a good life, and there's many people who have got that comfort zone right now and that comfort blanket, and they won't do the change, they won't do what's required. And for most people, they need to hit bad times, something. It's like a turning point. People need to hit sort of death, divorce, separation, destruction, or something catastrophic in their life before they decide to make that change. But I know you were going through, okay, you didn't necessarily hit bad times, but you can just make these turning points happen. You can just decide, and it's in the moments of decision that your destiny is formed, as Tony Robbins says. So once you make that decision, the next step is just to work with somebody like me or you who've got the experience and can help people as well. So what do you think is the number one thing people need to have in order for them to come away from being normal and being stuck in the 9-to-5 rat race? What's the number one thing that would qualify them to do that, would you say?
To think and to see around them. If you are in the position to realize that you are not so safe, I'm not saying to take action right away, but just take a look around you.
Just to open your eyes, just open your mind.
Your eyes for a while. That was my my thing when I started in online. First, I follow some trainings. Then I attend to some events. I met some people. I made some research. I put some questions. I made an idea about what's happening. I analyzed the data and said, okay, let's start a project in this. Okay, if you are stuck in a job, it's not a bad thing. The cool thing with a business in online is that it's not so time consuming and you can start the business in the same time. So basically you are creating a plan B. So to answer to your question is another question, what is my plan B? Okay, if tomorrow I'm gonna be injured and I need to stay home, I know in United States at least almost all Americans are 3 months away from bankruptcy because if they stop to work today, in 3 months they will not be able to pay the bills. Another thing that you can consider is that you take a loan for your college, you take a loan for your car, and you take a loan for your mortgage for your house. So doesn't matter if you work or not, you have some bills that are coming because you bid your future income doing those things. What is plan B? What's happening tomorrow if you're not going to work? So if you want to be safe, if you want to play safe, I don't know what it means, keep the job, make research in the same time, and start something by your own. I'm advising my students, hey, when you start a business, because to be honest, I don't want to brag or something, I'm working 2 hours per week for my business. This is all that I'm doing, 2 hours. So if I'm working 2 hours, I can divide that in 5 days, so I can put few minutes every day in creating something. You can start like a hobby, like a passion, like an extra activity, and when the income from this extra activity will equal or will overcome the income that you make from your job, the transition will be much easier. I'm not saying that you need to quit your job and start a new thing. You can do in the same time. Actually, I noticed the most successful people, those are the desperate people that were in a desperate situation, no bridge to turn to, everything was burned behind them, and the hunger, the fury, everything pushed them to be successful.
Yeah, that's definitely the key. And we'll talk about that on the next section actually as well. So stay tuned and we'll see you on the next one. We'll talk about those exact same things as well. So cheers, thanks Alex.